Hey guys, it's Nate, aka TheFutAccountant. Welcome back to the channel. It was looking like Team of the Year in FC26 would be the first one ever without Ronaldo or Messi. But after the biggest leak of the year, and I honestly can't believe that we're saying this, they're in the Team of the Year promo. Kind of. We're going to have to talk about how we will get either Ronaldo or Messi and how their cards look, because they look absolutely insane, and how we're going to need lots of fodder most likely to do so. That's going to impact the market a lot. There's a lot of discussion around the Ronaldo and Messi player pick, and of course there's a lot to talk about today because the full Team of the Year 11 for the men's and the women's cards are going to be in packs. There's a lot of questions though around when's the best time to open packs, because all Team of the Years are out today, but there's still more cards coming into packs tomorrow on Friday, and maybe even after that, more cards coming into packs on Sunday. Yeah, we're going to talk about that, and of course, look at what content could be dropping today for a promo Thursday, kind of, that feels like a promo Friday because all of the Team of the Years are going to be in packs. Let's discuss, guys. If you're excited for this video, drop a thumbs up on it, hype the video, and subscribe if you are new. Now, we're going to look back at yesterday's Wednesday content really quickly. First, we have a new evolution, which I've actually already completed. I can't show you here in game because it was a nice little chain evo and I had the perfect player for it. So I submitted the player, got the evo done in a couple of games, and happy days. It's called the Block Party Evo. I know we were just talking about how evolutions have not been very good, and this is another one of those chain Evos, but I actually think this is one of the better ones we've had in the last week. Yet again, though, it's max 85, max 1 playstyle plus, and it's not that insane, but it's a +2 overall. It's +5 defending, 10 reactions, 10 short pass, 10 strength. You get a composure boost, intercept and ping pass base playstyles with block plus. So it's actually a decent chain evo, but once again, it does not allow the World Tour Silver Superstar icons, and it's not an evo that we're really looking forward to. There are some nice chains with this one for sure, so if you find somebody that looks good, then you go ahead and you absolutely do it. But again, we're still waiting for evos to really kick into gear for Team of the Year, and there's really not any big news on that yet. Now, more of yesterday's content on Wednesday was in SBCs. We had a new Team of the Year Challenge 3 for a Prime Gold Players Pack. That's worth mentioning right there. Also, don't skip out on these SBCs, especially if you're doing any of the League upgrade packs, because a lot of these just require gold, rares, and commons, and we're getting loads of those from doing those premium upgrade SBCs, so those are going to be a lot easier to complete. Also, yesterday, we had the 83x5 Defenders upgrade that returned. This is a must complete, whether you open them right now while the Defenders are still in packs, or whether you're waiting for the Team of the Year Honorable Mention Defenders to be in packs as well. That's a must complete SBC. We also had the 87 plus campaign mix player pick, but it changed from last week's player pick because they added an extra slot. Instead of a 1 of 3, it's a 1 of 4, and the price went up a little bit because of that. It's an 85 with an inform and an 86 rated squad, but I would also say this is an SBC that's very worth doing, not because you're going to pack something insane every time, but it's kind of just like a little fun gamble to do with some lower rated fodder, which again is very obtainable through some of the SBCs that we have and the upgrade pack grind that we have as well, if you are doing that. Now, the last SBC that we have to discuss from yesterday is the brand new Gabriel SBC, and this one kind of epitomizes what I'm seeing with Team of the Year Honorable Mention cards all in one card. Only one playstyle plus, a very small upgrade over his Winter Wildcards version, and a price that still feels a bit too much for the small upgrade that it is. It's still a decent card. He's got good playstyles, of course, the Bruiser Plus. He has the most important defending playstyles with the Anticipate and the Intercept. His stats do look very good. Not gonna be, mad about that, I guess. He looks solid, but when you look at the price being 395,000 coins, it is 8 squads to complete this Gabriel, and you look at the stat upgrade from his most recently released Winter Wildcards item, it's just a couple of +2s, 1 +3 for defense, and then +1s everywhere else. Like, really the only thing that changed here is they swapped out Anticipate Plus for Bruiser Plus. Like, that's almost the only thing that changed with this card, and it's double the price. So that one for me is a skip, especially when we're talking about how fodder is going to be super important with some of the SBCs that are incoming. I think I don't want to put any of my fodder into that SBC there. Now, also yesterday we had a new Team of the Week, which is, more fodder for us to pack to put into SBCs. Maybe a couple of cards in here would be good for Evos for your specific club or a specific nation that you might be chasing. And once again, all of these informs are 84 rated and above, and they all have a play style plus. Team of the weeks, by the way, are back down to like 11 to right around 12,000 coins, 11,750. And if you had those, you probably wanted to sell on those cards, or you want to hold on to those cards for the long term, because you know, there's still a chance that Team of the Weeks could go up in the second half of Team of the Year, but they're probably going to drop back down again tomorrow on Friday with weekend league rewards like we normally see on the weekends. Now, you also maybe watched some Champions League games yesterday and you saw some player prices moving specifically on some cards that are getting some upgrades after yesterday's games. Now, these upgrades, by the way, are expected to be given out most likely on Friday. That's the day that EA has commonly done the UCL or all of the Europa different leagues of upgrades, like the Champions League, the Conference League, and the Europa League cards. All the Europe competitions usually get upgraded on Fridays. We've got Hazard, Gakpo, Cambiaso, Pavlovic, Gordon, Simeone, and Mateus Silva as the new cards that are getting upgrades. And I'm mentioning you might have seen these cards on Footbin or watching their prices a bit. You may have seen them go up a lot in price because some of these cards did, of course, obtain upgrades or earn upgrades. Gakpo was one that had a really big price rise yesterday, of course, as he scored and he appeared in a winning match, which was the first time he had done so. So Liverpool win 3-0. He appears in a win. He scores, and he is going to get 2 base play styles, a roll plus and a roll plus plus, because of that. So a decent upgrade there for him, and he progressed, of course, towards the other few upgrades that he could be claiming as well. So that's why you're seeing some of these cards go up in price. Now, once again, the last group stage week of the Champions League is next week. So for a lot of these cards, they may drop a little bit after the upgrades happen, just because, you know, people kind of sell after the upgrades, right? It's all about the hype leading into the upgrades. There could be some drops this weekend, especially depending on the content. But for some of these, you know, they could actually go a bit higher next week, as there will be a lot of people watching their prices into the final week of the Champions League upgrades for these cards here and for the final week of the group stages before we head into the knockout round. So that's one thing I did want to mention. Watch out for those upgrades, most likely being on Friday. But that brings us to the biggest SBC potentially of the year in FC 26, and a leak that none of us saw coming. Like, this is insane, guys. We knew there was one crazy leak left. Some of the leakers had been hinting at a crazy leak still being out there, unreleased, for Team of the Year. And all of a sudden yesterday, a few hours after content, right after we had gotten off the live stream, we got this. And I still cannot believe that this is happening. This is just wild. We will not be without the GOATs in Team of the Year this year. CR7 and Messi are coming as Team of the Year honorable mention player pick SBC cards, and these are their official stats. We have, or get to do, not have to do, it's probably going to be very expensive. We'll talk about that. There's a price that's been leaked, and it's a big one, but we have the opportunity to do an SBC and at the very end choose our GOATs, Ronaldo or Messi. And these are the official stats. Look at those cards. Finesse plus for both of them, Ronaldo with the rapid and Messi with the tech. And if you look at the stats on these cards, they're very comparable to the cards they both just got in the Time Warp promo, which are worth millions of coins. This Messi was just 3.5 million coins a couple of days ago. Look, he's got 90 pace and shooting, 89 pass, and 90 dribble with only 1 playstyle plus with finesse plus. This card has 90s across the board and 94 dribble, and he has Tech Plus. That is better than his Time Warp card. And this card, again, was just 3.3 million coins. Of course, it's crashed upon the news of this SBC. And for Ronaldo, 93 shooting, finesse, and rapid. You kind of saw me click on this flashback card from last year in 25. If you guys did this flashback Ronaldo last year, you know how crazy this card was. Either way you choose in this player pick, whoever your GOAT is, you're going to get an absolutely insane card. But again, we got to take a look at the price. I do want to show you the Cristiano Ronaldo card right now as well, because if you guys didn't see it, we thought these Time Warp cards were going to be like their version of Team of the Years. Like, EA had to give them a cool promo card right before Team of the Year to kind of make them feel like they were getting in. We honestly thought this was going to be the year that there would be no Messi or Ronaldo, and EA's like, psych, no, we have other ideas. This card was 3.9 million coins just 2 days ago. 90 pace, 93 shooting, 81 pass, and 87 dribble. I mean, this card's 89 dribbling and 82 passing. What a freaking card for both Ronaldo and Messi. Now, me looking at this player pick personally, I've always been a Messi guy in this game. I've used Ronaldo cards as well, and he's been fantastic. I'm probably going to end up choosing Messi from this, and I just feel like this is going to be an opportunity that I cannot pass up on because these cards are just crazy. Like we've talked about recently, especially in the streams, the stats on some of the SBCs have been good. Like Wilson, Marcelo, Olise have been fantastic, but some of the other ones like the Gabriel, the Karchawi, only one playstyle plus, feeling like they're a little bit lackluster and left behind. And as we'll look at some of the other Team of the Year honorable mention cards that are even coming into packs tomorrow, we were not very excited about those upgrades from EA, but this is on a whole nother level. Now let's talk about the leak about the price, guys, because FIFA Trading Romania was not letting us guess for very long how much this SBC would cost. Basically like a half hour after the leak was originally posted, he said the GOATs over 2.5 million coins, which to be honest, is decent value. When you take a look at these cards, you could say this Ronaldo was almost 4 mil. The SBC is going to be 2.5. That's decent value. This Messi was 3.5. Again, the SBC is going to be 2.5 or so. That's decent value. With the second playstyle plus added, with the stats being better, sure, right? But man, that's expensive. And when you try to think about a 2.5 million coin SBC in this game right now, you try to imagine how many high rated squads that is going to be. That is going to be a lot of squads. Like right now, we have 289 rated squads for Sophia Wilson. I believe the Marcelo SBC has one of our first 90 rated squad requirements in an SBC other than Kylian Mbappe Player of the Month of the year. And like these SBCs are still 1.4 to like this Marcelo is 1.5 mil. So add another million coins on top of this Marcelo. We're talking like 18, 19, maybe 20 squads of an SBC to complete for this player pick. Now, granted, it will give us something to grind, especially if we get the 82 by 20. Now, the 82 by 20, once again, to mention that, since everybody's been thinking about that and talking about that, that was not dropped until the Tuesday last year of the last week of Team of the Year. So like not the Tuesday that just happened, but the Tuesday that is upcoming before Team of the Year cards go out of packs. I tweeted when this came out that the 82 times 20 would almost be a requirement to try to get this SBC done without spending a ton of coins before the end of Team of the Year. So honestly, this makes me feel like the 8220 is going to come out now that we have this leak. Kind of needs to for us to be able to craft it. If we don't get a different SBC to do unlimited repeatable times to try to craft an SBC like this, 2.5 mil is going to be really hard to do without spending some coins. And when you think about an expensive SBC, you think about higher rated squads and higher rated fodder. Higher rated fodder has already gone to the moon. Take a look at 91 rated cards. These cards are now 105,000 coins for the cheapest 91 rated card on this game. These cards were 95K yesterday, and a couple of days ago, they were 80,000 coins. And yeah, of course, they were 50K before Team of the Year. But all these cards, look at all these three right here. Salah, Puteus, Bonmati, they're going out of packs this weekend and for the next week. For the 90 rated cards, you're going to have Rodri and Bellingham in packs, but Holland, Team of the Year, VVD, Team of the Year, Graham Hansen, 12th woman, they're out of packs. So all this fodder just looks like it's only going to go up, and people are investing in it because you're going to need it for the Messi and Ronaldo SBC player pick if it's truly going to be 2.5 to 3 million coins maybe with more fodder inflation. But like the problem we're going to run into here is these cards may go extinct, and it may be darn near impossible to get this SBC done. So along with this, if EA is going to drop something that's this expensive, I almost feel like they have to release the 8220 and maybe even release some like really high rated SBC cards that are really cheap so that we can do a 90 rated card that's like fodder. We're going to be taking a look at some of these player SBCs and thinking Alexis Sanchez 89 rated, that's not 90, but Harry Kane 91 rated card right here, you know, that's going to be a card you might do as an SBC to put in to this player pick. That's the way we're going to start looking at some of these SBCs to try to find the highest rated ones possible. This Lautaro 90 rated card, he's going to be an insta-complete to put into one of these SBCs. Like EA is going to have to give us a way to get some more high rated fodder too. So that's my one worry with this. But if you're hands down, no questions asked, going to do this Ronaldo or Messi, I would at least go through, even though the prices are ridiculous, try to do a little bit of a club stock, maybe buy a couple of players that are 91, 92 rated. And guys, watch the 93s and the 94s. Watch, not that Prince, watch this Endler. I'm really intrigued to see how this card moves. I was hoping she'd go down to 100k flat. She may not go any lower than 175k, maybe even too much lower than 200,000 coins if 92s are already 180k. 93 Prince is 217, and that card's up. People have been putting that into SBCs. We're going to have to watch Millie Bright and Endler as 94 rated Team of the Year cards for potentially being good SBC fodder for this SBC. So let me know if this is something that you think you're going to grind towards. For me, it's a huge motivating factor. I really wanted to get Marcelo done. I'm in the middle of Wilson, but now gonna go after Messi for this. Wow, it's gonna put some more meaning to the pack grind in the next week on this game. The other way that this SBC is probably gonna impact the market, guys, is higher priced, more expensive attackers, like somebody like the Thierry Henry, icon with 2 play stop pluses. I do think that this would actually, it's another attacker SBC. It would actually hurt some of those higher tier attacking players like this Thierry Henry, some of those like 1 million plus cards, and even some of the Team of the Years, honestly, could be impacted a little bit because of this Ronaldo and Messi SBC. It's going to be hard to get. I think that's the expectation, and that's the thing that I want to really get across to you guys. It's a great idea. This is a fantastic piece of content, and honestly, it's just crazy out of this world that we're getting it. But it's going to be hard to complete as well, and you're going to have to put in some coins or put in some grind. So that's the whole Messi and Ronaldo player pick there. Let me know in the comments what you think, who you're going to be taking, and all of that. But let's keep moving on with some of the leak information, because we do have some news about honorable mentions that are coming in packs tomorrow, and the 12th man and woman official stats for Team of the Year Rafinha and Graham Hansen. This Rafinha card looks crazy. Finesse, tech, and rapid with 95 pace, 94 dribbling. Surely 5-star skills, maybe 5-star weak foot, but probably 4-star weak foot if we're going to be honest for Rafinha there. That's a really good looking card. And then Graham Hansen's always 5'5" with the Tiki, low driven, and Trickster. We were trying to kind of come up with some prices yesterday in the stream of how much these cards might cost. I guess for Rafinha, somewhere around like 4 million coins. Could be a little bit more, could be a little bit less. He looks like one of the best attackers in the men's team. I mean, like Mbappe, Dembele, Rafinha. Honestly, he's better than Haaland, I think. And some of the other like Russo and other women's attacking cards, I think he is clear of them. And same thing with Hansen. Hansen might end up being about 5 million coins as well, because maybe not quite as good as Claudia Pina, but like not far off. So maybe should be a little bit less than Pina. But also the 12th man and 12th woman get packed less, right? Because they were not in packs at the first time like the other attackers were. So sometimes those cards end up having a little bit higher price associated with them. So that's good, right? Those Team of the Years look good. What doesn't look good are the honorable mention cards that will be a part of the Friday promo release. So these cards are not coming into packs today. Neither are the 12th man or woman, but these cards don't look good. 92 rated is the highest Team of the Year honorable mention. Last year we had Haaland as a 95. I think we had a couple of 93s and 4s as well. But it's really crazy when you look at the Lamine Yamal and you see, sure, he's got 2 playstyle pluses, but for all of us who got the Player of the Month Lamine Yamal, unless you're lucky enough to pack this card, why not just keep using the Player of the Month? Why not just keep using the Finesse Plus version, the UCL version of Lamine Yamal that can still get upgrades over this card here? The upgrades in general on these cards just are lackluster. Harry Kane got a good one. Finesse and Incisive, that card looks great. Salah is probably the one that most people are frustrated with, and I 100% agree on this. We have now had multiple 92 rated Salahs. This will be the third 92 rated Salah with barely better stats than his Unbreakables, a little bit better stats than his Inform. But like, what? These Team of the Years are honorable mentions that almost got into Team of the Year. Why does it look like a normal promo for some of these players, like Salah? It just looks like a simple +1 on some of his stats, and that's it. And that's what I don't like about this. These cards should still be unique because they were this close to making it in Team of the Year, right? They were the first ones out of being in the most elite set of players for the entire year. And those players, again, are getting cards that are 95 rated, 96 rated, and some of them 94, but still, like, I feel like these should have at least been 93 and had a little bit more juice, and definitely had 2 playstyle pluses, especially when you go down here to the bottom of this team. Pacho, only with Intercept, Come on, man. Like, Heaps looks pretty good for a card, I'll be honest, but that could use 2 playstyle pluses. Diani and Patrick Guijarro do look decent. Actually, when you take a look at this, you can see that the only 2 playstyle plus honorable mention cards in this team are the ones that were in the 12th man and 12th woman vote that did not end up winning. So it was Harry Kane, Lamine Yamal, and Rafinha. So Kane and Yamal both have 2 playstyle pluses. Guijarro and Diani with 2. Of course, Graham Hansen won that vote, and then she has a team of the year. But the rest of these cards down here, that is the worst upgrade like possible for Marquinhos. He went from intercept to anticipate and got a very small +1. Like, you know what? Gahey looks kind of usable, right? Man City now, bruiser plus, 80 pace. Maybe the best thing about some of these is that they're only 88 rated and they might fit evolution soon. So that's a problem though. Team of the Year honorable mentions, you don't think for evolution soon. You want to think about a card that you could still see the blue flare in Team of the Year and feel like you get a good pack pull and not feel like it's fodder. And that's kind of what the bottom half or even 2/3 of this team feels like. So we're kind of disappointed to see some of the small upgrades for a few of these cards. But it kind of goes along with how the SBCs have started to look as well with some of the honorable mention players. So that's just kind of the frustration there with those cards. And just a quick mention on a couple of other leaks before we talk about today and everything going on today in the game, which is a very exciting day, a day where a lot of us are going to start opening our packs and doing some more SBCs because the full Team of the Year is out. Just to kind of get some things out of the way and mention them. This is stuff happening after Team of the Year, but it's worth mentioning, and we'll cover it in depth later before it comes out. But Future Stars is, again, the promo after Team of the Year. It's all about the youngsters, and Future Stars Academy is going to be releasing again. This is a W concept that EA released a few years back, and the idea kind of he's showing here is Leonard Carl at Madrid. Kind of a interesting one there from Foot Sheriff, kind of playing on, his comments, Leonard Carl's comments recently about where he would love to play. But that's just a very exciting Evo path sort of situation if you guys have never played during Future Stars before. We'll talk about that before that promo drops. And then, of course, we have a new season 1 week from today. It's the last week to finish up this season to get level 40. There's a whole bunch of SP that is out right now if you guys need to get it. Make sure you're playing even like manager mode and career mode if you need to catch up that much, because there is a lot of SP it's being given out. I bet there'll be more today. But our silver icons for next season have started to be leaked. Thierry Henry is getting another card. Thuram is getting another card as well, as is Zinedine Zidane. I also believe Petit is getting a card, and there's another French icon as well that's getting a silver. So I quote tweeted this yesterday and said, guess he'll be staying a 74 rated, and it had a screenshot of how all the Evos right now say must not be World Tour Silver Superstar. But again, more silver icons are getting released, and looks like the next season will have a lot of the French icons in those objective rewards. So that's there. We'll talk more about that, of course, as it gets closer. Next week on Thursday for the new season and icon swaps is going to be a really, really big day. But for today on Thursday, we're, of course, getting the full Team of the Year in packs. Just the Team of the Year cards, guys. So basically, we've had for the last 6 days, the attackers, the midfielders, and the defenders all in packs at separate times. They all come into packs today. There are no new cards getting released today. It is all 22 Team of the Year items. And I just want to kind of clear this up because a lot of people have been asking me, Nate, when is the best time to open your packs? Well, it kind of just depends what you're focusing on. Are you looking to just get all the Team of the Year cards in packs, which is happening today, before you start opening your saved up packs because these are the cards you're chasing after? Or do you, even though we don't think they look that great, still want a chance at some Team of the Year honorable mentions, right? These cards and the 12th man and woman, Rafinha and Graham Hansen, are going to be in packs tomorrow on Friday. So today, it's 22 Team of the Year cards. Tomorrow on Friday, and we've got this calendar here that was tweeted by FIFA U Team that is a prediction, but it should be spot on because EA follow this trend almost every single year. Tomorrow on Friday, we will have the honorable mentions and, of course, the 12th man and woman, but the Team of the Year icons from Team 2 leave packs tomorrow. And historically, they have not come back into packs until Sunday, 2 days after we get the 12th man and woman and the honorable mentions. So basically today, if you open packs, you'll still have Team of the Year icons 2. These 5 icons will still be in packs, but if you wait until tomorrow to open packs, these won't be there. But again, you'll have the honorable mention and 12th man and woman, and then on Sunday, Team 1 and Team 2 of the Icons usually come back, which is frustrating. Why not just have Team 1 and 2 of the Icons released tomorrow as well on Friday so that we have everything out in packs at the same time? But EA try to split it up into multiple releases. Really weird, really random. But then these cards should all be in packs until next Friday. So the Team of the Years that come out today, the full Team of the Year squad, 22 players, will be in packs for 8 days until next Friday. And everything will run through the entire next week, all in packs for the Team of the Year card. So I just kind of wanted to set the record straight there, as a lot of people are asking questions of when you should open. Some people think they want to open today because they think having the Team of the Year honorable mentions in packs will somehow maybe reduce the luck of them packing a Team of the Year. That's the really big thing that we're interested in today, is looking at the store and looking at the pack percentages. Look at this pack right here, guys. One of them that I opened earlier this week and actually got Pedri out of. The Step Ahead pack, 250,000 coin pack in the store. Notice the expiration time. It's still going to be here after content today on Thursday. With these Team of the Year cards, especially relating to their prices and the pack weight, we got to keep an eye on these packs. This pack right now has a 1.3% chance of a Team of the Year, with the defenders only in packs. You would think that with the attackers and the midfielders coming back into packs as well, that percentage should at least go up double, because we have 1.3% for 10 Team of the Weeks in packs. We're about to get 22 Team of the Weeks in packs, so that should go up. But that is what we have to watch today, because that will have an impact on some of these Team of the Year prices. And since a lot of people are asking when to buy Team of the Years, it's a very difficult question to answer. But I do think, number one, you're going to see some of these Team of the Year cards drop off in price today. People are expecting their prices to drop as they come back into packs, which is a very good expectation, in my opinion. EA is going to be running lightning rounds today. There's going to be a lot of people opening their saved up packs that hadn't opened all of the last week, waiting for this moment for all the Team of the Years to be in packs. So I do believe that these prices on basically all of them will drop into content. And I even think after content, with the pack weight hopefully not going down. We don't want a repeat of FC24. If you guys remember what happened that year, the pack weight was better for the positional releases. They absolutely tanked the pack weight, and then Team of the Years exploded when they were released back into packs because nobody was hitting them. Last year, player prices dropped heavy after the full team was released in packs, and I think that's going to happen more so today too. We'll have to, again, watch the percentages to see, but I think Team of the Years might just be dropping for most of the day today. Before they get released in packs, people will be selling them and waiting to buy, so not much demand, and then after content, they'll get packed more. I do think there could be some fluctuations where maybe you see a card that drops all day long, and then it hits a low point late night, tonight on Thursday into Friday, rises up a little bit into Friday, but then again, heading into Friday content, you're going to have more people opening packs, more lightning rounds, and maybe another opportunity to buy. So I think maybe late tonight on Thursday, and then again tomorrow night after content on Friday could be your two windows to pick up a Team of the Year. And I actually think there's a good chance that Team of the Year cards could rise up on the market this year, because when you look at Team of the Years, and this is why I want to watch these prices super carefully for you guys and with you guys when we're on the streams today and for the next couple of days. When you look at these cards, they are very far ahead of everything else in this game because they have 3 playstyle pluses, and so few cards even have 2. A couple of the SBCs, a couple of the Team of the Year honorable mentions, and that's it. Team of the Year icons as well, right? So few cards have 2 playstyle pluses. Evos can't even get us to 2 playstyle pluses right now, and that means these cards are going to be in more demand because they are literally and truly the best cards by far in the game, and I think that could actually help their prices over the next couple of days, even though they're still going to be in packs, even though they'll still be in packs for the next couple of days, the weekend. You know, I don't know how long the hold time is going to be. If you buy a Team of the Year tonight or even tomorrow and Friday, you may not want to hold it for forever because they're still going to be in packs all weekend, but it should be a good time to buy them and hopefully see some rises, and then we'll keep watching these prices really close through the next week. I know it's a big point of conversation, so I wanted to really dive into that and talk about that today when we're looking at the content. But that's the big thing. I'll be opening a bunch of packs today, kind of taking the training wheels off of the pack grind, if you will. I've already opened a good number of packs, but we'll be opening more today and be opening some more of our bigger packs too, especially because we're going to need the fodder for the Messi and Ronaldo player pick. Now, rest of the content today on Thursday, what are we looking forward to? We've got one last player SBC leaked from the week 1 of Team of the Year leaks, and that is Rose Lavelle. And her card does look pretty good. It's got 2 playstyle pluses, albeit incisive and game changer. The second one there, maybe not the best, but 90 pace, 90 passing, 91 dribble. Does look like a very solid center mid. And if you did the Sophia Wilson, would be a very nice NWSL link to her card. Also USA links there. So that could be a solid SBC there that a lot of people would be interested in, but hopefully it's just lower budget and a bit cheaper. Now, how big of an SBC are we going to get in a Thursday? I honestly don't think today is the day where we'll get TOTY. I mean, there is a possibility we could get Dumornay or Lautaro. Lautaro 2 years in a row as a Team of the Year Honorable Mentions SBC, but these might be kind of during the weekend or maybe even during the next week. Of the last week of Team of the Year, we get these SBCs. That's just a guess. I feel like this TOTY would be tomorrow. I mean, we'll have to see, but where does the Messi and where does the Ronaldo player pick go? Does that go tomorrow, or is that and TOTY both tomorrow? That'll be a crazy day of content if both of those SBCs are tomorrow. So watch the leaks heading into content today, because I bet we'll get a bit of clarification on that. And other than that, I mean, Thursdays are usually pretty quiet. We don't really have any Evo leaks at the moment. Still that goalkeeper Evo that hasn't been talked about and is still out there that we are unsure about. But watch out for an Evo leak. Again, it's been mostly chains recently. If we were to get a big Evo, I would still imagine that it'd be on Friday. Fridays are just bigger content days. Today feels like a promo Friday, even though it's a Thursday, just because the full Team of the Year is going to be coming out. So we're going to be watching that very close today. We're going to be ripping some packs, and hopefully not just me, but you guys have the opportunity to hit more Team of the Years, or maybe your first Team of the Year in these packs today. But make sure you drop by the stream. We'll be here live on YouTube and on Twitch as well, about an hour before the content drop for all the madness today. Best of luck in your packs, and let's have a fun Team of the Year. This is when the fun starts. The full team is coming out. It's an exciting day, and with this Messi and Ronaldo player pick on top of it, woo, Team of the Year is finally kicking off, guys. It is finally kicking off. It's a bit of a slow start in some ways. Good SBCs, Evos, not good, but it's truly kicking off now. I'm excited for it, man. If you guys are as well, drop a thumbs up on the video, hype the video, comment down below if you have any questions, and subscribe if you're new. See you guys at stream today. Happy Thursday. Happy Team of the Year day. Peace out.